Here are the 3 games under the radar for week number 14 in the National Football League, and I start in Cincinnati. Now, you might think, Cowboys and Bengals, why are you talking about this, Rich? Well, first of all, it's under the radar. Secondly, the reason why it's under the radar is not because of one thing they could have put it on the radar a little bit, is the old revenge game, Andy Dalton in Cincinnati. This will be, interest. Well, I don't know. Is Marvin Lewis going to come out and help flip the coin for this one? I have no idea. Probably not. But you know why I'm talking about this right now? Because as we're all focused on the first overall selection, you know what's at stake in this one? The 3rd overall pick in the draft.
Oh.
Yes. If the Bengals happen to win this one, guess who's the 3rd overall pick in the draft? Your Dallas Cowboys. Yes, indeed. These teams are just separated by a half game right now. Can't believe I'm saying these things.
You can't.
But that's big, man. And you can sit here, laugh all you want. But when it comes down to picking next April, and you're 4th and the other team's choosing 3rd, you're going to wish your team lost this football game.
Oh, yeah. Because
Absolutely,
that is Penei Sewell from Oregon. That is the offensive lineman. Both teams need him.
Oh, and there'll be some defensive player we're not talking about, you said.
Probably.
That's what we're talking about. That's a big game. And I would say to everybody out there, lose it. I'm telling you.
Just lose it.
Just lose it, baby. Just lose it. Next one. Arizona and the Giants. I mentioned this just yesterday. Normally when 2 quarterbacks are chosen atop the draft, whether it's 1-2, obviously, that's for sure, but 1 and 6 for sure as well, we will remember the top 2 quarterbacks in a draft class, and this is that game. I'm hoping Daniel Jones is healthy, because after Kyler Murray was selected 1st overall in Tennessee 2 years ago, Daniel Jones, as we know, was pick 6 for the Giants, creating such a furor and hoo-ha. Would it be something if Daniel Jones comes back from injury, wins this game to send the Giants to 6-7 and keep them atop their division lead with 3 games to go? Wouldn't that be something? And guess what Arizona needs to do? Win this football game in a big, bad way. Because that 7 seed is disappearing fast from their radar screen. They're sitting right there right now in a tie with Minnesota, and I know Minnesota's in Tampa, and that's one of the reasons these games are under the radar. But Arizona needs to win football games, certainly since they have not won since the Hail Murray. And without that Hail Murray, they would not have been they'd be on a 5-game losing streak right now. They need it. And then the last game, sitting right there in Los Angeles, up the road from us. Again, nobody's really talking Atlanta versus the Chargers because both of those teams are essentially out of the running. But Raheem Morris is in the running for being the coach of the Atlanta Falcons. They got to win football games for him if they want him to be the coach. And if he wants to be the coach, they need to win football games like this one. Certainly since the Chargers are coming off of that 45-0 loss. And I'll tell you what, if the Chargers want Anthony Lynn as their coach, if they respect him and like him and want him to stick around, they better beat the crap out of the Atlanta Falcons and start winning football games from here on out. It is that time, because after 45-0, that makes owners go, what's going on the field right there? What is going on? Why was Justin Herbert on the field with 2 minutes to go down 45-0? I don't care that he said my teammates are on the field. I don't want to come off the field. You take him off the field, coach. Do you know what's going on in your locker room? Do you have your finger on the pulse? These are questions that begin to creep in, certainly if ownership starts listening to radio and television shows and what have you. They got to win this one. Again, not much at stake, if you will, draft-wise or anything else. But for Coach Lynn, hey, Chargers, you want this guy to still be your coach. 45-0 puts him directly on a hot seat, and losing to an Atlanta team that has performed very well for the most part since firing their coach and hooking up with Raheem Morris. You need to win this game. That's my 3 under the radar for Week 14 here on the Rich Eisen Show. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.